What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 4 of the Get Your Game On podcast, bringing you the hot takes, latest stories, and spicy picks on New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Grassani. Join us now by Mike Cunningham, Alex Reich, Kern, and Marcellus Murdock. This is the podcast right now on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Get Your Game On Page. And with all that said, it's time to get your game on. All right, well, welcome back. Hey guys, football season is back.
Oh baby, baby.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
So yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna be so in the opener, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the opening game of the NFL season by what was the final score again?
31-29.
31-29, and I've got a couple of takeaways from this game, guys. Number one, and I'm gonna go to the losing side here first, but I just want to say, Chris, you said before that Dak Prescott, you said Dak Prescott could be a dark horse MVP candidate this season. I just want to say you were 100% right. Now, this guy is just like, in the past, like I feel like Dak Prescott is like kind of gotten a lot of criticism from many people, like myself included. I've been critical of Dak Prescott at times, but I think when you look at what he did last season, like and what he did like in this opening game, he just put on a show. 42 58, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, just 1 interception. I mean, this guy is truly one of the top quarterbacks like in the game of football. I think it's time to stop being
top five quarterback. Let me just throw that out there in the league today.
I don't know about top five, but he's up there. Dak Prescott is up there in terms of the best quarterbacks in the game.
Hold up, AG. Let me say something. People be sleeping on my boy Dak Prescott for many years. He was a 4th-round quarterback when he first came into the league. Took the Cowboys to their first ever playoffs berth. And that's some people put respect on his name then. Now can we put some motherfucking respect on Prescott's name? Can we put some respect on the brother's name? Can we put some respect on his name?
I said before, yes.
So
this guy is truly like one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the game. Like I don't think he's top. I don't think he's top 5. I don't think because there's just so much competition out there. But this guy is in the mix for the best for the best quarterbacks in the game.
Definitely. So, yeah, you mentioned his stats. Like, Dak was great. But there's one thing that worries me greatly from this game. Me personally, I felt like I haven't heard the doctor say anything, but I don't think his shoulder's quite 100% yet. And I felt like you could notice that on a decent amount of his throws. I felt like the deep ball they didn't really try the deep ball very much, and just some different throws, like some like different twists, like in trying to go cross body a little bit maybe. Like he didn't seem completely confident in making every throw that I think I've seen him make before. But that's just part of the process. He's also dealing with the ankle injury, being out so long. Like that's just gonna happen. But the main thing that worries me is because the shoulder he'll get comfortable, and that's not concerning. But 58 pass attempts, like that's not okay. He cannot be throwing the ball that much this season. If he has to throw the ball 58 times a game this season, the Cowboys are not going to be a good football team. Yeah. That is inexcusable.
Especially when you have Ezekiel as your running back.
Yes. Like I have mixed feelings on Ezekiel Elliott as an elite running back, but like he's still a really good player, and they have to get him going. I really like Tony Pollard as a backup too. Like I get they have such a talented receiving core. You want to get everyone going, but like Ezekiel Elliott is he's a top caliber running back. I get the Bucks defensive line is so dominant; they can really get that going. So I'm not like overly concerned, but I felt like in the past, some of the past recent years where they struggled, when Zeke was injured at times, and even early last season when Dak was still playing, I felt like they got into a lot of these games where Dak was just throwing the ball constantly, and he was performing well, but they weren't winning games. I don't remember exactly how they started last season, but I think they were even like 1-3 when he played or something, despite him putting up like record-breaking numbers through 4 weeks or however long it was last season. So like, well, I'm super impressed by the way he played. It's not sustainable for 17 games. The 58 pass attempts for 17 games. No quarterback in the NFL can do that and expect to hold up. Like that's just too much pressure on one guy. So they're gonna have to find ways to get the run game going again. And I think they can, but it's got to happen sooner than later. I think.
So I want to go on to Chris's topic. So I'm looking at last year's schedule, and the Cowboys started their season at the Rams and lost by 3, just like tonight.
We lost by 2, buddy.
No, 3.
They lost by 2. Cowboys lost by 2 tonight.
Tonight they lost by 2.
Oh, 2, yeah.
We got to teach people math now. 29, 30, 31. I'm joking out. No, I love you, brother.
For the last effing time, nobody said there'd be math.
Adam, I love you.
I love you too. But yeah, like yeah, definitely Chris, you brought up a great point. I mean, Dak Prescott like can't be. I mean, I get the fact that like the league is now like more of a passing league now, but yeah, you make a great point. Like Dallas, like that can't be like throwing 58 times a game. That just can't happen. But on the flip side, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I mean, they did what they performed about as well as I expected to do. Tom Brady had a pretty solid game, 4 touchdowns, 32 completions out of 50 attempts. So he threw the ball a lot too. Like Tom Brady threw the ball like a lot too, but I think the difference between Tom Brady and Dak Prescott is that Tom Brady doesn't have Ezekiel Elliott to hand the ball off to. I mean, yes, he has Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, but neither of them are like really like top like running backs in the or top running backs in the game. But aside from that, again, like Tampa Bay just performed like I feel like how we expected them to.
They definitely did. The one thing, both running backs made key mistakes early on that I think really influenced the way they called the game as well from an offensive standpoint. Because Ronald Jones had that fumble, and then Leonard Fournette dropped the screen that led to an interception. And that really helped get the Cowboys going as well. They weren't able to capitalize for touchdowns off all these turnovers, but I think it really gave them confidence that they could play in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, go ahead.
The add on what Chris and Alex and A Boogie just said, I believe here's the thing about Prescott. As the only Cowboy fan in on this call and this Zoom and on the podcast, I was telling people that he was going to be special since he came to the league. I was telling people he was going to be great. Him and Elliott are like underrated as hell, in my opinion. Underrated. Hold up. Ezekiel Elliott, 2017 Rookie of the Year. Dak Prescott, all rookie team. I know they don't do that, but do they do all rookie team in football, Chris?
Oh, I don't remember exactly, but I mean they were superstars. That
all rookie team, I think. All rookie team. But Adam, I'm gonna Adam. Hey Boogie, let me ask you straight up.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Alex just made me laugh on the post he just sent me. But here's the thing. I believe straight up that the Cowboys will have a few years to come if they get on the same page. Just how they said, of course, said about Dak's arm. Of course, said that Dak's arm had a little bit of surgery, a little bit of rest. And the ankle injury. Dak hasn't played a game 364 days ago. Literally in over a year. Hasn't played a game. Second, honestly, for me, if Prescott would have played all those games how he played the last year, he would have been the MVP. I'm telling you guys that. He would have been the MVP last year. He would have been the MVP, at least the MVP. Or close.
No, not about MVP, but
he would have been.
It's just too hard to say. Because I think it kind of goes along with what
I think
talked
even
about
if he did
earlier,
stay healthy, Aaron Rodgers still would have won it.
Because Prescott,
saying,
just like him sustaining that for a whole season is going to be tough, which is kind of
but I think, in my opinion, I'm gonna say this on record, boys. Prescott may be an MVP caliber player, or be an MVP in the next 2 years. He can do anything. He can run, pass. He can run the gun. He has a good option. He can run the option extremely well. And for quarterbacks, that is really good to do if you're not run an option, the read option. You had Cam Newton ran the read option well. Michael Vick ran the read option well. Dante Culpepper, etc. And my favorite quarterback to run it that failed to do it, but I loved him trying to do it with Tim Tebow when he played for the Jets. But that's a different story. But I'm telling you guys this. Prescott has all the tools to be the greatest quarterback in this decade. He has the tools. He has the tools, Chris. Don't get me wrong. He does have the tools. You look at me like I'm insane.
Mike, pump the brake.
He has the tools to be an elite quarterback. He's already great. He could be an elite.
I don't know about elite.
He is an elite. Honestly, he's better than Daniel Jones, but that's just a different story.
He's close. He's close, but
like super close.
If Michael, if you're talking about him being Mahomes level, then I think you're going a little crazy. But
no, I think he could be Mahomes if he can stay healthy.
You're crazy, Michael.
I'm serious.
He's not gonna.
He's not.
He can't. Anything is possible in football.
He can get in that next tier though.
He can get in the next tier, but Mahomes is just like in his own tier.
Don't get me wrong. Mahomes is the greatest quarterback. Dax is literally right behind him in the future generation. I didn't say Mahomes wasn't the greatest quarterback. I'm saying it's going to be the future is between Mahomes and Prescott. I'm saying that now on paper. He's way better than Daniel Jones. Prescott is way better than Daniel Jones.
Okay. As a Josh, I'll agree with you. I'm not going to say.
They're the two youngest quarterbacks. Is Mahomes and Prescott. I'll name two or better quarterbacks better than both of them. I'll wait.
Aaron Rodgers.
I said young quarterback.
Josh Allen is better than Dak.
Josh Allen, yeah.
Yeah, capping out your ass.
He's the only one I'll say is better though. Only young guy that's better.
All right, top three. Okay, they're the top three quarterbacks by themselves. And I love Lamar Jackson.
Everyone knows allegations aside, Deshaun Watson.
Watson? Hell no. Next, who else, Adam?
I mean, you mentioned Josh Allen.
He's overrated, but that's just a different story.
He's not overrated.
Josh Allen's not overrated.
Overrated.
And this comes to someone who didn't really like him in college.
Lamar Jackson could be better. Like that wouldn't surprise any of us. But right now, I think he's just.
All right, back to my statement.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying, boys. Prescott. I'm saying he can win a couple Super Bowls in Dallas. I think it's possible. He's that great enough for Dallas to win a Super Bowl. You have. I think Amari Cooper, who is a top wide receivers in the league. Amari Cooper is a top 5 wide receiver in the league. In this league today.
I think he'll get there, dude. His performance tonight was insane. He was.
Yeah, Amari Cooper was just.
He's just an animal.
Top 10, but it wouldn't shock me if he got the top 5.
He's in the top 5.
Not yet.
He's in the top 5, dude. He is in the top 5.
Not yet.
See, money.
Tonight's
name
performance
5
was
players
insane.
better, wide receiver better than Amari Cooper. I'll wait. If you name 5, I'll
Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins. Can anyone help me out with the 5th off the top of their head?
Just name 5. Chris named 4. So you couldn't name 4.
I was hoping one came to my head while I was
I mean, let's see who else. DeAndre, you mentioned
Yo,
before
so how
DeAndre
about you?
Hopkins.
yeah.
Tyreek Hill, right?
Yeah.
Who else?
And then I said
Juju.
Diggs, Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Juju.
Juju Smith. Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
honestly interested now.
Calvin Riley.
Ridley? I would give Cooper the edge. Who are the others?
Yo, Chris will never give me any credit. That's the one thing about Chris.
I'm just interested. There's a lot of guys in contention for that 5th spot, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the Get Your Game On podcast, me and Chris argue like courtship. We argue like Alabama and Georgia. That's how much we argue on this podcast. But it's all love.
it's all love, guys.
All right, Adam, let me ask you a question.
All right, but guys, I want to wrap up this opening segment because we talked so much about the Cowboys. I mean, Tom Brady still has it.
Oh yeah, he is. I'm telling you,
it's the thing. I think like the phrase "Father Time is undefeated." I think Father Time is like starting to sweat a little bit here.
I don't think Father Time caught up with him yet. There's no way.
I still remember. I think it was 2013. No, 2014. It was Monday night in Arrowhead. The Patriots got smacked. But the next day, every sports show is talking about how it's over. And that was 8 years ago. And now he's still chugging along. He's won like 4 Super Bowls since then.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about
there's probably stuff sooner that was calling it, saying he's about done. But I
Yo,
remember
people
the
were
Chiefs
saying
Monday
that.
night 8 years ago. They were saying he's done. And he's still going.
Hold up, boys. Tom Brady's been in the league since 2000. For over 21 years since people been alive, he's been in the league. He's been ever since he's been on top. He stayed on top. Like, I'm telling you, guys, he may be playing till he's 50. And he's 42. 40 fucking 2.
44.
44.
I mean,
he's been playing. Now he's 44.
I'm going to stop projecting when
he's playing till 50. I'm just saying he's playing till he's 50.
Like,
I think
hate
like
how he keeps winning,
in
but I'm just gonna
Madden,
enjoy it.
guys.
He's a goat. I'm just gonna
Guys, I
enjoy
think
it.
in Madden, like, I think if you look at like if you create a player and you could set their age, I believe the max age is like what 45 in Madden.
Yeah, I believe
He might end up surpassing that.
He might surpass that.
He's surpassing it. It's official. He's surpassing it.
And usually that's just for kickers.
Yo, guys, here's the thing. They put him as a kicker if he was in the new Madden right now. But Adam,
Tom Brady breaking Madden.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our next episode on the Get Your Game On, we will say Tom Brady has broke the Madden record. Find out on the next Get Your Game On P.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Get Your Game On P to find out if Tom Brady is going to be breaking Madden.
He will next season. He's playing next season. There's no way.
Yeah.
Unless if he gets injured or doesn't win the Super Bowl, he's staying on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's time like we're obviously when Tom Brady's gonna call it quits. Let's just be real here. He's not gonna at this point. It's not worth like projecting anymore.
No.
Guys, I'm telling you, Tom Brady is the Michael Jordan of football. I don't care. He is, and I hate.
No. Tom Brady isn't the Michael Jordan of football. Michael Jordan is the Tom Brady of basketball. Let's be real here.
Okay, first of all, you know how Michael Jordan had his name as a one name guy?
Yeah.
You think Tom Brady will be a one name guy when his career ends?
I think so. Wait, you mean in terms of his brand?
No. You know how like you were known like how when you know you arrived like Michael, Kobe, Shaq.
Yeah.
Tom is going to be just Tom. They're going to just call him as Brady.
Yeah.
Because we all know him as Brady. I'm telling you guys this. Do you think Brady is more known than Michael Jordan? as the greatest athlete of all time, and is Brady on that greatest athlete list of all time?
I think he's up there.
And I'm saying the 3 greatest athletes.
And I don't really like comparing athletes to like from different some different
You have
sports because it gets very complex. But if we're talking about like
Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, Tom Brady, that's my list, and I hate Brady.
But if we're talking about like if we're talking about like greatest athletes, but if we're talking about greatest athletes all time, Tom Brady's definitely up there.
I put Jordan, Muhammad Ali, Brady in each sport, and
Serena
I know
Williams.
Serena Williams. But Adam, what's the next topic? Because Alex looked like he about to fall asleep any second.
I mean, Marcellus, Marcellus, did you have anything you want to say about the opening to the NFL season?
Well, first of all, I thought it was a really great game. Dak Prescott, he deserves a lot of credit.
Put credit on his fucking name.
I think he deserves a lot of credit. I hate Tom Brady. I'm gonna just throw that out there. I hate him.
Don't we all?
He's just so goddamn good. It's just hard to ignore him.
It's just sickening.
And that team he has around him is really crazy. It's cool to see Antonio Brown go off again. No, I haven't seen that. We haven't seen that since what, Pittsburgh years?
I mean, he had spokes last season.
Yeah,
postseason run, but that stretch was special tonight.
Yeah, so I think we're seeing greatness right now. Tampa Bay might repeat. I don't know. Still early to say, but they're looking good right now for sure. I thought it was a great game, especially a good night for first night of football. I thought it was a good game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely a good definitely a good first day of football. So and we're definitely looking forward to week one. So I mean, as a Giants fan, I mean any like Cowboys loss, like we'll take it. But yeah, Michael, I've got some bad news for you here. I am going to be hijacking your hot take segment, at least for the first half.
You are not hijacking my hot take. Absolutely not. I have rants. I am angry and pissed.
All right. How about this? I'm going to bring up my topic of what I'm going to talk about. If you want to do your hot take on a different topic, that's fine. But Michael, I have a feeling you're going to want to do this topic for your hot take.
I'm just angry right now. I'm just angry.
Okay. Time for me to talk about something that's very, very special to me. Like, very, very special to me.
Your baby tooth fell out.
No. The 2020 MLB Hall of Fame induction, and my man, my idol, my role model, Derek Jeter.
Can we get a Derek Jeter roll call? Derek Jeter.
Shot into Cooperstown.
Derek Jeter.
I mean,
greatest Yankee ever.
Michael is not the greatest Yankee ever. I mean, even as like the biggest Derek Jeter fan on the planet, I'll admit that he's not the greatest ever.
I'm a bigger Derek Jeter fan than you are, buddy, but we'll agree to disagree.
Michael, who had the Derek Jeter nickname in high school?
But who had all of his jerseys? Me. Who had all his Jordan sneakers? Me.
Well, I have plenty of his jerseys
no reason
too.
Why I use Mr.
Do not make me go into my closet here and show you all my Derek.
Don't let me show you. Don't let me show my Derek Jeter memorabilia, brother. It's all like Donkey Kong. The reason why that's true. Mr. Deuce Miles just call you Eli Manning too, so you can't take the Derek Jeter claim. So suck it.
He only called me Eli during football season.
We'll agree to disagree, Adam.
All right, we'll agree to disagree, but I mean,
Mr. Deuce Miles, R.I.P. to Mr. Deuce Miles. We love you on this podcast. The greatest math teacher I ever had. In Adam's word, we don't do math.
Yeah, I mean,
ladies and gentlemen, to our podcast, Mr. Alex Richards falling asleep on the air. So we had to wake him up somehow because it's rude to our viewers.
But I mean, I mean,
My
Derek
eyes
Jeter's.
are-
I mean, but Derek Jeter's like Hall of Fame like introduction show, right? It got me emotional because like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. For Yankee fans like myself and you, Michael, there are so many kids out there that like there's like millions upon millions of kids that dream of like playing for the New York Yankees. Many Yankee fans who grew up and say like who are our kids say hey, you know how they're as kids, you know, we are like teachers used to ask us like what do you want to be when you grow up, and some of us would answer I want to be a New York Yankee. Derek Jeter lived that. Derek Jeter, like growing up as a Yankees fan, like he grew up in like he was born in New Jersey, grew up in college, was in Michigan. And throughout all of his years growing up, he said like I want to like play shortstop for the New York Yankees. That was his dream, man. He made his dream come true and then some. I mean, it's just like it's like you could not have wrote the script any better about Derek Jeter's career. I mean, and the next thing he did with he did without as much class, as much professionalism, and just like his overall character, like there are like to be like in the New York spotlight, in like for Derek Jeter to be in that spotlight, and like and has really never really got into really any trouble. I mean, the only thing I could think of was like George Steinbrenner calling him out because he was like spying to living the nightlife a little bit too much, and then they turned that into a commercial, like as a joke. Like that's it. This guy is like this guy is just like Derek Jeter is just special, man. I mean, but I mean, people like in today's analyst community, the people want to say, "Oh, he's overrated." You know, if he wasn't like if he had played in Kansas City, like wouldn't be as rec. And if you want to say, oh, if he had played elsewhere, he wouldn't have been like he wouldn't have had like as much fame. Like I can understand that. He still would have been a Hall of Famer. Let me just bring up this one stat here. I want credit to New York Yankees stats on Twitter here. Derek Jeter is the only player in MLB history with 250 or more home runs, 350 stolen bases, and a batting average of over 300. He's the only player in MLB history with with those three numbers, and he's a 5-time World Series champion. He's like pretty much owns every single postseason record there is. If you look up all who has the most postseason hits, who has the most postseason, whatever, 99% chance that's gonna be that Derek Jeter is probably gonna own that record. I mean, it's just special, man. And Derek Jeter, if you're listening to this podcast, I mean, Cash and yourself, most I had the pleasure of meeting Derek Jeter like way back like in like January of 2020 when he was first like when they officially announced that he was going to Cooperstown. I had the pleasure of covering that, and I got to meet Derek. I mean, and that's just like it's just special, man. It's just it's just like as a Yankee fan, like I can't really describe any other words other than it's special. Chris, I mean, Alex, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I completely agree.
And this is
with you.
just so you know, this is coming from like probably the biggest Yankee hater on the planet here in Alex Reach. Just so you guys know. But even then, Alex, that's the biggest Yankee hater on the planet. Is there one thing I said about Derek Jeter that you would disagree with?
I definitely respect his game, and he's came a long way, and he deserves everything that went into it. And
hold up, I'm in shock right now. Did Alex just gave Derek Jeter any Yankee player a compliment? Has picks flown by? I'm sorry, I'm just in total shock.
Okay.
I just couldn't believe it. Keep going, A-Boogie.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. I mean, Chris, you had anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, you guys kind of just hit about it, like just what he did for the game in general, and like for you Yankees fans, and just like I just feel like he had the respect of a lot of baseball fans, and just the way he played. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I mean, he clearly deserves this. So I'm super happy for him, and definitely an exciting time for Yankees fans.
Mm-hmm. And just so you know, to the one voter who didn't vote for him on the Behalf of Get Your Game on podcast, we don't like you.
Who we don't like?
What?
The
one voter who didn't vote for Derek Jeter, because Derek Jeter got all but one of the votes. There's only one person who
didn't vote for Derek Jeter to be the worst of Liam Neeson. I have a very certain amount of skills that will make people make my life for people miserable life like you.
I think you have to respect Derek Jeter, though. Yeah. I mean, Yankees fan or not, I'm not a Yankees fan, but I mean, Derek Jeter was probably one of the reasons why I even started watching baseball, started playing, was interested in it for sure. I mean, he was one of the best.
Marcellus hit like a girl, but that's a different story. So is Alex. Alex is like a girl too. Adam is like a girl. And Chris is like a girl.
I haven't hit a baseball in forever, man. I don't even know. Can't tell you.
And Chris doesn't play baseball.
A long time ago.
All right.
Yeah, I know who else is like a girl. John Berardi, Alex's roommate, is like a girl when it comes to baseball.
Okay.
All right, Adam, I gotta do my hot take. I'm kind of angry.
All right. I feel like my hot take was pretty good, though.
I'll give it a 7.
All right. I thought that was gonna be the hot take for someone, but since Michael apparently has something better, which I don't think he could eat, which I think there's no chance he could top that. But I'm gonna give him a chance to try. We're gonna move on to the segment of the show that is like a sunny day at the pool. Mike's hot take. Mike Cunningham, take it away.
You know what? I was thinking about this. My hot take is away from sports today. I felt like very happy today. I walked my 3-year-old niece she started school today. I cried, like a little bitch. It just made, like, she's part of Get Your Game On family. But that's not the point. All joking aside, how's Mama? And I'm going to talk about how the Cowboys and the Bucks played today. It was a great game. But those stupid fucking referees that can't call, that have a fucking. I think Tom Brady pays every fucking referee in the NFL some hush money so he can win these games. Come on. There was a pass and offense interference. There was no call. That's why Tom Brady always be winning at him, because Tom Brady is a fucking asshole who pays the league off, and he is the golden boy. Because I think he's. Roger Goodell was fucking Brady, and I was letting him fuck him in the ass. So that's why Brady got away with every fucking thing in the NFL. I mean, calm down. I swear, the NFL is racist, biased, white Republicans that ruined the league, and is culturally biased, so the black man can't win.
I mean,
oh, come on. Brady gets away with anything.
I mean, Michael, you're going to like great. If you want to talk about like I agree that was kind of like a questionable call. That was kind of questionable. I mean, that call could have really.
It was extremely questionable.
That call could have gone.
They were calling shit. But here's the thing: Tom Brady is the golden boy, and every team he goes on, he gets special privileges. So Tom Brady, I definitely thought that call was. But I don't like you. I hate you more than Skip Bayless. Sorry, I'm gonna get your game on viewers. Sorry, I just lost my cool, which I never do. I just can't stand Tom Brady. I hate him. I hate him
that
for
call, Michael. I agree with you. That was a very questionable call, but to say that Tom Brady is like paying the referees there, I mean,
I think he is.
That's a little like out there.
Yeah,
he is.
If you want to say he's the playing balls, fine, but
he's the playing ball. Oh, that's such some art. and all the Patriots cheat. And when he's on the Patriots, he was cheating plays so the Jets couldn't win fucking games. So Tom Brady, you're America's cheater. You deflate footballs, and I hope you get canceled out of football. And I hope they ban you for life to ever enter the Hall of Fame. But that's just a different story. Adam, I'm angry, man. I'm just angry. I just woke up angry. It's just like I just want to.
Why'd you wake up angry?
They'll bounce back.
I just want to squeeze the life out of him. Like, I hate him more than Skip Bayless, Adam.
Chris, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with this guy. I mean,
I'm
this guy
confused
is
by
just...
one thing. He started this hot take talking about that really nice story about his niece and how it's just a great day for him.
Yeah.
And then he just really went dark on us.
and then
he'll be okay, Mike.
No, it's just Tom Brady always ruins my life. I can't win. I betted 500 on the Cowboys, but no, he ruins my life.
Mike, he punked my team in the Super Bowl last year, bro. He's beat my team twice in the last 3 years.
He makes me miserable.
We're gonna get him back this year. I promise you, he's not winning it.
Hey, just that you guys like both you, Chris and Michael. You guys hate Tom Brady because you guys can't beat him.
Adam,
as a Giants fan, I can't relate.
Alex is gonna say something smart. He's gonna be like, I don't know.
Alex, go ahead. The floor is yours.
You got a big smile on his face. I don't like that.
Hey, Mr. 0-2 Mike.
Okay. Hey, Alex, you can't be smiling because didn't Tom Brady beat your Eagles one year in 2005?
Worry about. I wish there was a duct tape button on Zoom.
The duct tape button. It's called mute. Here, there. I have the power. Watch this. There we go.
Hey, Adam, I'm gonna.
Why is he behaving like this, guys? Why is he doing this? Chris,
why is he doing this? It's just week one.
I mean, this guy's insane. This guy is insane. This guy belongs in a home. He's like, I don't want a lunatic like us on this podcast. This guy's gonna get us in trouble. What's wrong with you, Michael Cunningham? There's something wrong with you.
Sorry, I just get mad when I talk about Tom Brady.
Marcellus, you said that you know this man better than I do. You're his cousin. Do you have anything to say right here? What's wrong here?
Hey man, that's cousin, that's family, but I have no idea. He's lost his mind. All I can say.
No, but my real hot take is I'm gonna be serious. I just want to be serious. I just want to act like I was.
So this is your real hot take. Very good.
Yeah. The point is, I really want to talk about how can't believe how, man, especially as a football fan, I believe that Dak Prescott is like probably a top 5 quarterback, top 5, top 10 quarterback in this league. People be sleeping on him as a quarterback. I'm telling you, I think he is in a great system with the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy, who's a great coach.
Debatable.
Guy at that.
I agree, debatable. But go ahead.
He's a great coach. He's not like a Hall of Fame coach. He's a great coach for the Cowboys, for what they need for the Cowboys. It's just week one. Ezekiel Elliott has to play like the Ezekiel Elliott he's been playing for the last 3 years. Who, in my opinion, is a top 5 running back. Top 5, at least top 5 and top 10 running back. Honestly, for me, if they have a great O-line. The Cowboys have a great O-line, but they're still getting used to some of the pieces. Their O-line could be a little better. Their defense got better. When we had Randall Cobb, I think we should have kept him better. Should have re-signed him. But here's the thing. And I was praying that we were going to get Cam Newton as the backup quarterback for veteran leadership. That's what Dak needs, a veteran leadership too. So when a veteran guy, just like they taught him like a player coach, like how Juwan Howard was for the Miami Heat when they won those championships, those back-to-back years. You know what I mean? I'm like a player coach that could like closer to like the spotlight, like during the hard parts of the game. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
So here's the thing. I think Dak is a great quarterback. People need to really respect his game. It's just how the game changed differently. The game has changed so much differently over the years. It used to be a run and gun type of game. Now quarterbacks will be able to just be able to throw the ball. They couldn't run that fast. Michael Vick changed that game, in my opinion. Michael Vick, when he came out the league, he was running like it was nothing. And then you had like quarterbacks that Michael Vick could throw, but he could run, but he couldn't throw the ball. But however, Dak Prescott, Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson could throw that ball like it's no one's business and run that ball, boys. I'm telling you guys this. I'm gonna say this on record. God to God, the MVP, it's gonna be Dak Prescott. Call me crazy. If you go play like he played today and they get W's like that, Dak Prescott is winning the MVP award.
I brought that up last podcast, so you can steal my prediction for your hot take if you'd like.
What is it, baby?
You can just call it Chris's hot take if you're gonna steal all my takes for yours. But
I didn't steal your hot takes.
I brought this up last episode.
I'm sorry, buddy. I did not steal it. I was just breaking.
I mean, I think he'll definitely be in the convo if he's healthy for 17 games. But
to our viewers, me and Chris had a conversation when we were on the phone watching the Cowboys game that Chris is a new Cowboy fan for the NFC. He's a new Cowboys fan. That's his NFC team. We discussed this. And I got proof because my dad is my witness. So Chris tried to deny it.
There was no video evidence of this conversation.
Chris, I'm my father. He's the proof. And my dad's in the mafia and was in the military. Don't play.
You have a Dez Bryant jersey in my closet as we speak.
So Adam, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
It's a giant question. Do you think Daniel Jones will ever win will win an MVP or win a comeback player of the year or win the Super Bowl for your Giants in the next 5 to 10 years?
No, and maybe.
That's a massive ask. I feel like a better question might be like somewhere in between there and where he's at now is more realistic.
All right, let me ask you a question. My boy, my good friend is Jabril Peppers. How do you think he fits for your Giants?
I think it's a decent fit. I mean, he's definitely one of like he's definitely a big part of like that secondary. I mean, I don't think he's a perfect player, but he's definitely like more than serviceable.
Hey Adam, don't make me call Jabril now. I got his number. Don't make me tell him that my friend Average Eye is talking shit about him.
Where was I talking shit about him?
I'm joking. Jabril,
Okay.
Jabril, if you're watching our podcast, that's him, brother, not me.
Okay.
All right, Adam.
Okay.
Also, so I had a question. That's my hot take. My serious hot take. I believe Dak Prescott, 2022 MVP.
Okay. All right, guys. Deny. I don't know. You were all over the place. You were going crazy earlier. Sorry, Michael.
That
I
was
can't
the
give you
fake.
this
That-
one.
He
That was the prank.
all over the place, but I'm going to prove it because I'm all in
Okay.
on the Dak MVP. train.
Okay. I respect it, Chris. Marcellus, you're the tiebreaker.
Guzzo, just remember, we're blood is thicker than water. Remember that.
You said tiebreaker for what?
Do you approve or Mike's hot take or not?
Oh yes, I approve.
Okay, so I get outvoted here.
Yeah.
Hands up.
approve.
Hands up. I'll take the L here.
I was actually
So,
looking at MVP odds, and Dak was actually 5th in the betting odds.
He's 5th. Wow.
Yeah, I thought because I was
mean-
looking at because him and Kyler Murray are the kind of two sleeper kind of. I don't know. I thought
Who's the number one pick?
Kyler
Who's the
Murray
number one-
was like 9th best odds, and I
Who-
thought
who's
him
the
and
number one
Dak would be
pick?
split. It was Mahomes, Wilson, and Allen were top. Oh, I think it was Mahomes, Allen, and Russell Wilson.
Was Brady ever up there?
He was somewhere in the top.
Let me ask you guys a question. I'm gonna give you a little trivia question. Name the only player to win the defensive player to win the NFL MVP award. And
I
then
honestly don't know, but I would guess Lawrence Taylor.
I would guess Lawrence Taylor too.
Surprisingly, it was Ray Lewis.
Really?
He won MVP.
Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
I think it was in 2005 he won the MVP award.
Yeah.
And he also won the Super Bowl MVP award in 2000.
He did. Yeah.
No, 1999, I believe. It was 1999 he won the Super Bowl MVP. When he played against the Giants that year.
Okay. Guys, I gotta take back control of this podcast here because it's time for me to vent. And it's time for me to get angry. Michael, you were getting angry earlier in this podcast. Now it's my turn to get some rage to this podcast. You wanna know why, Michael?
The Yankees suck?
Exactly. The Yankees, let's just call it what it is. They've been playing like crap.
No, they've been playing no crap.
They've been
crap
playing
is a nicer word.
Like
let's be realistic.
They've been playing
Adam, garbage is too nice.
They've been playing, as my friend Ben Etruck like to say. Oh, sorry, what was it, Ben? But that Ben, it was I forget. It was a friend of mine from college who invented this. As I forget your name, but if you're listening to this podcast, buddy, I miss you. The Yankees have been playing like hot duty diapers. They have been playing. That's it. They've just like they go on this they went on this 13-game winning streak. I myself thought that I admit that I was wrong about them. The Yankees like that they were a team they won me back over, and I said. So I'm like I said before, you heard me back in July that I thought this team like wasn't gonna make the playoffs. I thought they were a very average team, man. They go on that 13-game winning streak, and you know what? I conceded, and I ultimately decided to take an L. Now they're right back to playing like garbage. They're right back to where they were after that winning streak that they had. Let me get ever since like that 13-game winning streak, guys. Do you know what the Yankees' record is since that winning streak? The Yankees are 2-10 since that 13-game winning streak. 2-10. That is just absolutely inexcusable. First, let's be honest. They go into this series against the Baltimore Orioles. Myself, as the Yankees fan, are thinking you gotta sweep the series. You're playing a crappy Baltimore Orioles team. Let's just say it. You're playing like arguably like probably the worst team in baseball, or at least one of the worst teams in baseball. You know what the record, guys? Do you know what the Tampa Bay Rays record against the Orioles this season is? Do you guys know what the record is against the Orioles this season? Chris, do you know? Michael, do you know?
Guessing is not very good.
No, the Rays record against the Orioles.
Probably
all right.
17-1.
Oh my
They've lost
God.
one game to the Orioles all year.
That will help you out.
Yeah, and the Yankees, on the other hand, they lost 2 out of 3. They're lucky they didn't get swept that series. Let's call it like it is. They're lucky they did not get swept. The bats have like gone silent once again. Like just recently, they have a 4-game series at home against the Toronto Blue Jays, and they get swept by the Toronto Blue Jays. And I gotta call a lot of people out here. I gotta call a lot of people out here. I mean, first off, I gotta call them out here because let's face it, guys. He is officially not just a short-term concern, but a long-term concern with this team. Their tours has been absolutely horrible this year. Let's call it what it is. This is a guy who I said before, I have always said like was like my favorite Yankee. This guy has just fallen off a cliff. Like he always been questionable defensively, and let's be honest, ever since he's gone back off the IL, like he's had multiple plays that he should have made. Like I remember that one time where he clearly was way late on a throw. I mean, the guy's just not been good. But you know what? We would be able to put up with the crappy defense if we knew how to hit. You know what? Here's what Glaber's line is on the season. Glaber's line is he's batting 249, 323 on base, a slugging percentage of 342. That's just not gonna cut it. That is just not gonna cut it. Another guy who's regressed, DJ LeMahieu, who the first 2 seasons, as a Yankee, you could make the argument that he was their best player in the first 2. In 2019 and 2020, you could make the argument that he was their best player. You could have made that. You could make that argument. Now this season, he's batting 267, 347 on base, 363 slugging. He's regressed. Gio Urshela, I'll get even though he's still playing great defense, offensively, he's regressed. And that's the thing about this Yankees team is that aside from Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, there's not you can't really look at this team and Anthony Rizzo too. So aside from Judge, Rizzo, and Stanton, no one is playing to the back of their baseball card. Really. And another guy we got to call out here is that who's also been slump ever since joining Yankees is Joey Gallo. And this was the thing I feared about when the Yankees first trade for Joey Gallo. This was my big fear, because he's exactly the type of hitter that with how deep they are into the analytics and how much they love these type of hitters. They love the 3 true outcome hitters: the home runs, the walks, the strikeout type of hitters. Joey Gallo is that definition, fits that definition to a T. And lately, he has just not been hit. He has just not been producing. And that's the risk when you have too many of these all or nothing hitters. That's the risk. When you look at Joey Gallo, and what he's done since becoming a Yankee, he has definitely struggled. I mean, I can't get you the numbers right now, but he is right now, his batting average is under 196. He's saying 196. Now you could say, batting average doesn't mean that much in today's game, but if you look at his on base average, 356. That's not terrible, but I mean, but that's nothing that's nothing that's gonna wow you either. And slugging percentage, 441. That's solid, but still, Joey Gallo, but still, those aren't gonna mask the amount of times he's striking out. And that's the thing about high strikeout guys. These type of all or nothing hitters, when they're hot and they're hitting home runs and they're getting on base a ton. Yeah, the strikeouts don't matter. You're you don't care if they strike out because of the way they're producing. But when they're not producing and they're not hitting home runs, those strikeouts, they sit out like a sore thumb. I mean, it is just it's just bad. These are just playing bad base. I could go. I mean, it's just been bad all around, and we just get the news that Garrett Cole got hurt, he hurt his hamstring. Thankfully, he's from what I've heard so far, he's not supposed to miss any starts. So thank God for that. But we'll see what happens. I mean, Jameson Taillon's on the 10-day injured list, so that's another big blow. I mean, but let's be honest right now, guys. The Yankees are in trouble because let me take a look at the standings. Boston has jumped ahead of them in the standings. So right now, Boston is a game up on them in terms of the American League wild card. The Boston's a full game ahead of the Yankees on the wild card, and for the first wild card. The Yankees right now they're holding on to the second wild card but the Toronto Blue Jays are only a half of a game behind. They're only half a game behind. So the Yankees are in trouble. Let's call it what it is, guys. The Yankees are in like really, really deep trouble. And for those who thought like, oh, there's no way the Yankees can miss the playoffs, there's a legitimate chance this team can miss the playoffs. As a Yankees fan, it's very disappointing. This season, like as a whole, if you could describe this Yankee season in like one phrase, it's been the definition of a roller coaster. It has just been the definition of a roller coaster. I mean, Michael, Marcellus, Chris, you got anything else to say?
You knocked it off your head. You said everything right.
I usually hit off the top of my head when I talk about Yankees, right? I usually do. I have a certain knack for doing that, as I like to say. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's time to move on to you guys ready to do our bets? I think that'll put me in a better that'll put me in a better mood. So
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. To recap last episode, guys, I'm in trouble. I have now lost 3 straight bets. I had the Buccaneers over the Cowboys on the spread. The Buccaneers beat the Cowboys, but they did not come close to covering the 7.5 spread. So I take my 3rd straight L, and I believe in our last 10 episodes, I am 3-7. So not looking good for old Mr. Grassani. Alex, my friend, also took another L. He had the Yankees over the Blue Jays on the money line. And we all know how that ended. Marcellus, I gotta call you out here. You also had the Yankees, but you had them on the spread. What were you thinking, my dude?
I thought your team was gonna pull away.
All right.
Thought you guys were gonna pull away.
All right. I mean, 2 people did win their bets though. Chris, you won yours. You had USA over Honduras. Is that how you pronounce them? All right, but yeah, they won their bet. Michael, you had the Braves over the Nationals on the spread. And then the Braves beat the Nationals, and I'm pretty sure they covered the spread. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could double check, but I'm 99% sure they covered the spread. So you take a dub. And to give you an update on these, I apologize, guys. Wait. Did they?
Yeah.
They covered the spread. They covered the spread. My apologies then, Michael.
I know they covered.
I thought they did for a second there, but it was a technical error. My apologies.
What was the spread of? What was the Braves spread?
-1.5. They won by 8-5. At least for the game that you specifically bet. So to give you an update on the standings, Chris, you are still our ringleader. You are still in first place, 21-18 record, 201.80 points. Michael, you are in second place, however, 22-17 record. Michael, pay attention here. No, 201.42 points. You are less than 0.4 points away from overtaking Chris for first place. I am in third place here. As I said before, I am 17.
Like
22. In third place, 108.04 points. Marcellus, you are in fourth place, 21-18, 134.09 points. And Alex is still in last place, 14.25, 96.05 points.
I got Alex's back.
Yeah. I got it too. Alex fortunately had to leave us early. So his bet is Missouri money line over Kentucky in college football. All right, guys. Week 1 is officially this Sunday, so I gotta do a football bet. I gotta do another football bet. I would be insane if I didn't do another football bet. And you know what? I'm looking at my team, the New York Giants. And the Giants are at home. They're at home against the Denver Broncos. Now, if you look at the spread here, guys, their Broncos are actually favored in this game. They're favored. No, the Broncos are favored by -3. The Broncos are a 3-point favorite. And I'm thinking to myself, the Broncos are good. The Broncos are decent, but the Giants, when you look at all the moves, I said before, if the Giants with the moves they made, the Giants should at least be competitive this season. They need to, at the very least, be competitive. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. When I look at that spread, the Giants are at home. It's their home opener, and this is a game where, and with the Cowboys losing, this is a game that the Giants desperately need to really set the tone early and prove that this isn't like just that they're actually going to be competitive season. So you know what? I'm rolling with my team. I'm going to take the Giants +3 over the Denver Broncos. That's my bet. All right. All right. I already did Alex's bet. I already announced that. I mean, Marcellus, you want to go?
Yeah. I'm going to...
Smart about your bet. That's all I'm saying.
Interesting week for football here.
Also, the Jets are playing the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm not stupid, Mike.
You kind of are. So it's okay.
I'm trying to win my bet, man. I'm not gonna mess with those guys. I'm gonna go with we get the Dodgers money line over the Padres.
Dodgers money line over Padres. You know what, Marcellus? I don't hate it.
I'm gonna take a safe bet.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, pick your bet.
Oh yeah.
Don't be biased towards your Chiefs.
I'm not being biased.
Are you guys still gonna do that head-to-head matchup you guys are playing last episode?
Yeah, but Chris can't pick the Chiefs.
No, I'm trying to pick an even matchup.
Okay, so because just so you know, it's a pretty tight race in the standings. Just so you know,
I had a couple games in mind that really stuck out as options.
What you got, big dog?
This one's kind of risky, but Mama didn't raise no wuss, as Baker Mayfield once said. I'm not betting on the Browns though. I just remember that quote. What do you think about me taking the Colts to upset the Seahawks at home, and you take the Seahawks?
The Colts are playing at home. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, the Colts are at home.
I'll take the Colts. You take the Seahawks.
Oh, you're wrong. The words of my mama. Mama didn't raise no fool. You're on. Hit me. The words of Britney Spears. Hit me, baby, one more time. I accept your challenge. And Chris, and if you're not down with Big Mike beating you for a third time a head-to-head matchup, then I just got 2 words for you. Suck it.
Okay, so your bet guys betting the Seahawks and the Colts.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing the spread or the money line?
Money line.
Money line.
Okay.
Hey, Chris.
I do want to say
who's taking who? Who's taking who?
I'm taking the Colts. He'll get the Seahawks.
Okay.
I'll give him the better team. I think Colts will get it done. At home.
All right, Chris. Just so you know, first place is on the line here.
It is on the line. It's all good. Even if we lose it, we'll get it back because Mike will go.
Okay.
And also, we'll definitely win the head-to-head matchup week 11 against Mike. So I'm not too concerned about that.
Week 11, baby.
The Cowboys are not winning.
I don't know. In the words of the Street Profits, because I'm a huge wrestling fan, we want the smoke.
Yeah.
And we want the smoke.
The Colts got me.
The Seahawks, Adam, we want the smoke.
The Seahawks are going to show why I picked them.
The Seahawks, we want the smoke, Chris. Adam's like, I'm tired of you niggas. I'm tired of you black people.
All right. But yeah, that's all for our bets, and that's pretty much all for this episode. I mean, guys, I don't know if you want to do it next episode or you want to do it like to close out the show here, but guys, Saturday is gonna be a very emotional day. Obviously, the 20th anniversary of 9/11, but I think we'll save all those stories for next episode. So, all right, guys, that's it. This has been episode 40 of the Get Game podcast with yours truly, Adam Grassani, Michael Cunningham, Alex Reich, Chris Keen, and Marcellus Murdock. If you like what you heard, leave a like and follow or subscribe to the podcast. Also, join the conversation, drop a comment or review, or you may feature it in a future episode. Remember, my friends, those human dreams is just fantasy. If you can measure a world, believe in it, and dive in. See you next time, and until then, stay lit.
And round.